you guys are already feeling inspired and uplifted. Our next speaker in this kind of opening keynote goes by the name of Konadu. He's a motivational speaker, and he is about to get you guys up and pumping and ready for the day. So let's give a big round of applause for Konadu.
Wicked. Morning, everyone. When you get introduced as a motivational speaker, you've got quite some work to do. But when you get introduced as a motivational speaker and the person that went before you was George the poet, you have definitely got some work to do. Thank you for blessing us, man. Honestly, that was absolutely incredible. Cool. Who's happy to be here? Cool. Wicked. Unfortunately for you guys, you're going to be doing the work. This is not about me standing up here and giving you loads of inspiration and loads of motivation. This is about what you do. So if I can get the PowerPoint up on the screen, have I just got a... Cool, wicked. Kike said she wants me to talk about building our own privileges. And I thought to myself, what's the best way to be able to do this? So before I go into background as to why I'm here, whether I'm even credible to stand on this stage, I want you all to do me a favor. I want you all, just for a second, put all your phones down. Make sure you've got absolutely nothing in your hands. And just close your eyes. We're going to go on a little journey. And please, keep your hands to yourselves. I just got to throw that part out there. Cool, we're going to go on a little journey. So if you trust me, let's go. So close your eyes. I want you to imagine you've just woken up in the morning. You're at home. The sun is beaming through your blinds or through your curtains. And, you get up out of bed and you do a big, massive stretch. You do this big stretch until you're like, okay, cool, let's get it cracking. Let's go and start our usual morning routine. And so, I don't know if you've got roommates, if you've got parents, if you've got partners or kids that are at home with you, you say your usual good mornings and hellos, and then you go about your day. You get washed up, you get cleaned, and as you're walking through your home, you go to walk past the mirror and you stop. And you're like, rah. Okay, I must be going somewhere good because I'm looking rather spicy today. So you carry on your morning routine. Maybe you eat some breakfast. Maybe you play some music. You do what you usually do until eventually you get a notification on your phone. And you go to look at your phone and your notification says that your Uber is outside. Cool, brilliant, it's time to go. You grab your bag, grab your final things, then you jet out the door. You go downstairs or through the car park or through wherever, and then you jump in this Uber. And I want you to imagine that sitting in this Uber next to you is one of your best friends, one of the people that you're closest to in life. So you jump in this Uber, you give them a high five or a spud or whatever. I don't know what people do these days. And you get on your journey. You're going on this journey, you're having a whale of a time. You and this friend are going through memories and busting jokes about things that you've done in the past. You're going through communities that you're familiar with. You're having a great time. The Uber driver's really cool. He says, you know what, I really like you guys. Here's the aux cord. You can play your own music. You're having a great time. Until eventually, you turn up at this place. Uber driver says, we've now arrived. And your friend says, yep, this is it. As you leave the car, the Uber driver says, it was great riding with you guys. Please give me 5 stars. You give him 5 stars. You go about your journey. And I want you to imagine that you walk up to this big, massive conference center. You open up these big double doors, and there's people to greet you. There's people to say hello. And then they get you registered, get your delegate pass. You go and you take a seat. And, there are a couple of speakers that come up, and you hear from these speakers, and you're like, wow, this is incredible. I'm so inspired. And after a while, you start networking with people, seeing people that you know, seeing people that you've met before in your network. If you work in the financial industry, if you work in HR, you're just seeing loads of different people. Great. Until eventually, I want you to imagine that friend that was in the vehicle with you comes up to you and says, hey, can I borrow you for a second? And they take you by the hand, and they walk you up to the front of the conference center. And then they give you the microphone. Open your eyes. I want you to imagine it's the BYP conference 2030. 2030. And I want you to imagine that you have come to this conference and you've just been given a microphone to talk about 3 things. Number 1, what character trait are you known for? When people think of you, what comes to mind? What's that thing? Number 2, what is your biggest achievement? And number 3, What is one thing you have done? So I'm going to give you about a minute. Get your phones out, and I want you just to write those things down. This is an individual activity. Every single person in this room, get your phones out and just write it down. I'm going to give you 1 minute. Awesome, brilliant, cool. I think we've got 4 roaming mics at the back over there. I just want to hear from a couple of people. Not loads. I just want to hear from a couple of people. There will be a mic that comes around. And by the way, guys, so because we're all nice and warm and friendly, I'm opening up to the floor. If you leave me hanging, I will pick on you. I will literally just come and bully someone. So it's up to you. Either put yourselves forward or I'm picking on someone. But I just want to hear from a couple of people. Just share with us what your name is and what these 3 things are. What is the character trait you're known for? What's your biggest achievement? And what's one thing you've done for future generations or a legacy? Cool, who's going first? Or am I coming out there? Okay, cool, we've got 1 over here, 1 over here, a lady over here, and 2 up. Brilliant, cool. If we can get started with this gentleman, him over here, and then we've got 1 person over here as well. Cool, just give us, if you don't mind standing up, give us your name and just run us through the 3 things.
Morning, everyone. Is it working? No.
Yep.
Morning, everyone. My name is Anthony. The first one, I'm always motivated, so I'm more known for constantly motivating people. My biggest achievement is getting my dream job in the technology industry. And one thing I've done for the future generation is start an organization for my culture, so I'm Igbo, and start an organization for Igbo people for the younger generation going forward. That's me.
Incredible. Can we give him a round of applause, please? Thank you so much. Cool, we got 1 person over here.
Hello everyone, my name is Ezekiel Johnson. I'm 17, and the character trait...
Go on. That is hilarious.
Yeah, the character trait that I'm known for is my confidence. And my biggest achievement so far is speaking in front of 1,000 people. And one thing I've done for future generations is actually become a transformational speaker, because I want to transform people's mindset. Because when your mindset is transformed, your life is transformed.
Talk that talk. There were 2 ladies over here, actually, just in the front. Sorry, just two over here. By the way, Ezekiel was an absolutely brilliant, young, up-and-coming motivational speaker. So if you can, have a word with him today, give him some encouragement, but most importantly, follow him on social media so you can see some of his videos. Go for it.
Morning, everyone. My name is Mary Adeyemi. I am a risk manager at Goldman Sachs, and my side hustle, or non-side hustle, hopefully main hustle, is that I'm the founder and host of a talk show called Visibility, where we basically provide a platform to make Black women and girls really more visible in this space. So looking forward to BYP Conference 2020. What I want to be known for, a character trait that I want to be known for, is being inspirational and being fearless, actually. What is my biggest achievement, again, looking forward, is building the largest repository of Black career and business knowledge in the world.
I love that.
And one thing that, one thing I would have done for future generations, it's basically just that, is exposing our young Black children, especially girls, to role models and providing them early intervention so they don't make the same mistakes that we have.
Incredible, incredible, incredible.
Morning, everyone. My name is Oyin Adebayo. I've actually come from Birmingham today. So I run an organization called
She deserves a round of applause for that. That's incredible, man. Well done.
So I run an organization called Neo Enterprise, and what we do is that we use on-demand hair and beta services to empower women across the Midlands. One character trait that I am known for is my diligence and my resilience. My biggest achievement is being featured on the Rolls-Royce website. So I used to work at Rolls-Royce to be as one of the most inspirational women across the whole of Rolls-Royce. There's 40,000 women that work there. One thing that I have done for the future generation is I'm also a minister, so I'm always mentoring and training a lot of young women at church, as well as teaching young black women, teen moms, ex-offenders, tools and skills of how to be economically empowered so that they don't remain in poverty. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing. Thank you so much. I wish I could have got around to everyone, because I'm sure there's some absolutely incredible stories that we want to hear. But I suspected something. Before coming here. That the truth is, the purpose of me being on this stage today as a speaker and to give you something is to not actually get you inspired for what you're going to get out of today. Not actually to get you inspired for what you are going to do in your career. The real reason for me being here is for you to think much bigger than that. The question that I want us to start thinking about is, why are we here? What is my actual purpose? Why am I on this planet? Because the reality of it is, every single one of you, from what I'm seeing, from the stories that I'm hearing, from the journeys that you've been through, you are already high performers. So the part where we think about what you're going to do in your career and how many ladders you're going to go up and what your job title is going to be, it's a given. You're going to work hard, you're going to do that part. When you're done, what is your legacy going to be? Because as far as I'm concerned, I've moved past just accruing material possessions. There needs to be a reason why I was here. Somebody's life needs to be changed as a result of the work that I have done. And that is where I'm trying to get us to look. Because it's not just about how great your LinkedIn profile looks or the tie-pin that you wear with your fresh suit. Let's go further than that. Why am I here? Who am I going to impact? What am I here to do? Cool, I'm being given a sign with regards to time, so I've got to really, really speed through. So a couple of things, very quickly. Leadership is about who you are, because who you are produces what you do. In life, everything else tells us otherwise. We're told to operate from the outside in. The car you drive, the house you own, the title you have is more important than anything else. The reality of it is, in order to become true high performers and start operating in that place of purpose, we need to focus from the inside out. Your values, your principles, what you stand for, what you believe in, your attitude, your philosophy. And all of that is built up out of here and here. It's built up of the books you read, the people you spend your time with. I go into schools up and down the country and I speak to students and they say, Carl, I want to be a scientist. I want to be a footballer. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to do amazing things in school. I want to get all 9s or all A stars in my GCSEs. But everyone that you spend your time with couldn't care less about education. It doesn't work like that. You in your career and what you want to achieve, they say that you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. Let that sink in. I get it. We've all got loved ones. We've all got responsibilities. But if that average doesn't actually equate to you becoming the person that you were called to be, you need to make some changes. And you're in a room like today to do just that. So think about that. Think about who you're networking with. Think about what information you're consuming. Think about who you are becoming on a day-to-day basis. A couple more things. I realized over time that your life is only ever going to grow. Your career, your business, the money that you earn, everything that you have on the external is only going to grow at the rate that you do. So I can't say I want to be a massive entrepreneur and I'm not investing in myself. So the key thing I'm trying to talk about here is invest in yourself. Let today be a catalyst for you to leave and actually go and be a bigger and better person. Because the networking that is going to be done today is going to be incredible. But in a year's time, when the inspiration is that, actually, let's be real, in a week's time, when the inspiration has died down a little bit and the buzz is gone, who are you going to be? Are you still going to be a person of value? When you first get your job and you're in that honeymoon period, you wake up and you get to work half an hour early. You leave half an hour late. When that honeymoon period has died down and you've been gossiping with everyone at the tea point, all of a sudden you can't even get into work on time. Be a person of value no matter the environment that you get put in. And now to close, because Kike is giving me some serious signs right now. To close, my friends. The one thing, if you don't take anything from what I've said today, please take this. I realized that in life, your job is a brilliant thing, but your job can be taken away from you. Your work cannot. And we need to make that clear distinction. Jules talked about operating from a place of purpose. Your job has got a job description, has got a manager, that when you have a peer review meeting, they might say, okay, yeah, bounce, you're not coming back. But your work, no matter the environment that we put you in, you will do it. Remember the first question was, what character trait are you known for? The gentleman over there talked about being motivating, being inspiring. That you can do wherever you go. So no matter what environment you go to, no matter place you're in, no matter who you are and what you're going through in life, be a person of value, because it's only from that place that we can start to build our own privileges and hand that success over to the next generation. Thank you guys so much for listening.